Welcome to Dollar Side Hustle, your go-to podcast for all things side hustle. You can find us at dollarsidehustle.com and all the usual podcast places. Today, we're diving into a platform called Respondent.io, which could be your ticket to some extra cash, especially if you're just starting your side hustle journey.
That's right. It's a platform that connects you with researchers looking for people to participate in paid studies.
And before we get into the details, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, be sure to check out the affiliate links in the description for some more side hustle inspiration. Your support helps keep Dollar Side Hustle going. So Respondent.io. It almost sounds too good to be true. You get paid for sharing your thoughts and experiences.
It really is that straightforward. Companies and researchers need insights from real people like you to develop better products and services, and they're willing to pay for it.
Okay, so let's unpack this. How does Respondent.io actually work?
Well, it starts with signing up on their website and creating a detailed profile. This is where you really want to shine a light on your background, interests, and experiences. The more information you provide, the more likely you are to match with relevant studies. Think of it like a resume, but tailored towards research opportunities.
So it's not just about finding studies that sound interesting, but also about making sure your profile makes you an attractive candidate for those studies.
Exactly. Once your profile is set up, you can browse through a wide range of projects, each with a screener to determine if you're a good fit.
What kind of studies are we talking about here?
You'll find a huge variety, covering everything from IT and finance to consumer products and even personal opinions. Many involve interviews, usually 30 to 60 minutes, conducted over the phone or webcam.
So it's not just surveys, but in-depth conversations about specific topics.
That's right. For instance, one user shared their thoughts on hair products they use, while another participated in a study about fairness in the context of refugee treatment. There's a real range.
Wow, that is interesting. It seems like there's potential to stumble upon some pretty niche topics. But what about the earning potential? I'm sure our listeners are keen to know how much they can realistically make.
We came across a user in the UK who earned $500 in just a few months by spending just 5 to 6 hours on the platform.
That's not bad at all for a few hours here and there. Are there any other examples of earnings from specific studies that could give our listeners a clearer picture?
Absolutely. We found someone who earned $150 for a 40-minute group discussion about classified ad websites. Another participant received $50 for testing a travel insurance website for 30 minutes. And someone else made $45 for providing feedback on a mobile banking service, also for 30 minutes.
Okay, so it's not just small change. There's potential to earn a decent hourly rate, but I'm guessing not everyone gets selected for every study they apply for, right?
That's true. But there are still ways to earn, even if you don't make the main cut. We found an example of a user who got paid $50 just for being a backup participant. They didn't even have to participate in the actual study.
That's a nice surprise. It sounds almost like getting paid to be on call. But I imagine patience is key here. You might not qualify for every study, and finding the right fit could take time.
Absolutely. It's about consistently checking for new projects. And completing those screeners. Don't be discouraged if you don't get picked right away.
Speaking of screeners, any tips for our listeners on how to approach them?
The most important thing is to be honest. Researchers are looking for genuine insights, and fudging your answers to qualify for more studies will only hurt the quality of the research in the long run. Plus, it could even get your account flagged.
That makes sense. You don't want to jeopardize your chances of earning on the platform just for a quick buck. It sounds like building a reputation for providing genuine feedback is crucial here.
It definitely is. Researchers value participants who are thoughtful and engaged, and that can lead to more opportunities down the line.
This raises an interesting point. What about the types of research methods they employ on Respondent.io? Does that affect the earning potential?
That's a great question. They utilize various methods like focus groups, which we've already touched upon, along with usability testing, where you might be asked to navigate a website or app and provide feedback.
So the type of research directly impacts not just the topic, but also the way you participate and potentially how much you can earn.
Precisely. Understanding those different approaches can help you better target studies that align with your interests and comfort levels.
It sounds like Respondent.io really offers a diverse range of opportunities. For those willing to put in the effort, it's not just about answering surveys, but engaging in various research methodologies, each with its own earning potential and specific requirements. But before we delve deeper into maximizing your earning potential on this platform, let's pause for a moment to reflect on what we've learned so far.
Indeed, taking a step back to consider the different facets of Respondent.io. from crafting a compelling profile to understanding the nuances of various research methods, can really enhance your experience and pave the way for a successful side hustle journey.
All right, so we've covered the basics of Respondent.io, creating a strong profile, understanding the different types of studies, and the importance of honesty in those screeners. Now let's dive into maximizing earning potential. We've heard some impressive figures, but is there a strategy to consistently landing those higher-paying gigs?
It's not about gaming the system, but rather understanding what researchers are looking for and positioning yourself accordingly. Remember that 95-hour earner we mentioned earlier? That wasn't just luck. It was a result of consistent engagement and a well-crafted profile.
Okay, so consistency is key. But how does someone actively shape their profile to attract those high-value studies? Is it about highlighting certain skills or experiences?
Exactly. Take those IT and finance studies, for example. If you have experience in those fields, make sure your profile clearly reflects that. Include specific software you're proficient in, certifications you hold, or even relevant projects you've worked on. The more detailed you are, the better the chances of catching the eye of researchers. Looking for those specific skills.
So it's like tailoring your resume for each job application. But in this case, it's your Respondent.io profile, attracting the right research opportunities.
That's a great analogy. And it's not just about hard skills. Personal experiences can be just as valuable. Let's say you're a frequent traveler. Highlight that. Researchers conducting studies on travel apps or booking platforms would be very interested in your insights.
But that makes a lot of sense. You're essentially marketing yourself as a valuable source of information for specific research areas. But let's say someone is just starting out. Maybe they don't have a ton of specialized experience yet. Are they at a disadvantage?
Not at all. Remember, researchers are looking for a diverse range of perspectives. Even everyday experiences can be valuable. Have you recently moved, switched phone carriers, tried a new meal delivery service? These are all experiences that could be relevant to a research study.
So it's about being aware of the potential value of your own experiences and framing them in a way that resonates with researchers.
Exactly. And don't forget about niche interests or hobbies. Are you a passionate gamer? A craft beer enthusiast? Those passions could open doors to studies focused on specific markets or consumer groups.
This is really eye-opening. It's making me rethink the value of my own experiences and knowledge. It's not just about what you know, but how you present it and connect it to potential research areas.
Absolutely. And that's where being proactive comes in. Don't just passively browse available studies. Actively seek out projects that align with your strengths and interests. Spend some time researching different research areas and see how your experiences could fit in.
So it's about treating Respondent.io not just as a platform for passive income, but as an opportunity to actively engage with research and potentially even discover new areas of interest.
Precisely. And that active engagement can pay off, not just financially, but also intellectually. You might learn something new, gain exposure to different industries, or even contribute to the development of innovative products and services.
That's a powerful perspective. It shifts the focus from solely making money to also potentially enriching your knowledge and expanding your horizons. So let's recap what we've learned about maximizing earnings on Respondent.io. It's about
consistency and checking for new projects, carefully crafting your profile to showcase relevant skills and experiences,
actively targeting studies that align with your strengths and interests, and remembering that even everyday experiences can hold value for researchers.
And being genuine in your responses. That builds trust with researchers and could lead to more opportunities in the future.
This has been a really insightful deep dive into Respondent.io. It's clear that there's real earning potential here, especially for those who approach it with a strategic mindset and a willingness to learn. But before we wrap up, I want to touch upon something we haven't discussed yet, the ethical aspect of research participation. It's not just about making money. It's about contributing to valuable research that can shape the future of products and services.
That's an important point. As participants, we have a responsibility to provide honest and thoughtful feedback. Our insights can have a real impact, so it's crucial to approach these studies with integrity and a sense of responsibility.
It's about being more than just a passive respondent. It's about being an active participant in shaping the world around us.
Absolutely. And that sense of purpose can make the experience even more rewarding. Knowing that your insights are contributing to something bigger than yourself can add a layer of satisfaction that goes beyond the monetary reward.
So it's not just about building a dollar side hustle. It's about building a responsible and fulfilling side hustle.
Precisely. And that's a powerful combination.
It's amazing how a platform like Respondent.io can open up these opportunities to contribute to research while also earning some extra cash. It's like finding that sweet spot where personal interests and financial goals align.
It truly is. And it challenges the traditional notion of work, showcasing how our everyday experiences and knowledge can be valuable assets.
So for our listeners who are ready to dive in and explore this potential, what's the best way to get started with Respondent.io?
Head over to their website, and we'll include a non-referral link in the show notes. The sign-up process is straightforward, and you can start building your profile right away.
And remember, the more detailed and targeted your profile is, the better your chances of finding studies that are a perfect fit for your skills and interests.
Exactly. Take some time to browse through the available projects, get a feel for the types of research being conducted, and see where your experiences align.
And don't be afraid to think outside the box. Those seemingly ordinary experiences, like trying a new food delivery app or switching to a different bank, could be valuable insights for researchers. You never know what might spark their interest.
Absolutely. The beauty of Respondent.io is that it brings together a diverse community of researchers and participants, each with their own unique perspectives and experiences.
So to wrap up this deep dive, we encourage all our listeners to give Respondent.io a try. It's a legitimate, accessible, and potentially lucrative way to not only supplement your income, but also engage with research and contribute your knowledge to shaping the future of products and services.
It's about taking ownership of your experiences, recognizing their value, and using them to make a difference, while also boosting your bank account.
And remember, every side hustle journey begins with a single step. So why not take that step today and see where Respondent.io leads you? You might be surprised at the opportunities that await.
Happy hustling, everyone.
And as always, thanks for tuning in to Dollar Side Hustle. We'll catch you in the next episode with another exciting deep dive into the world of side hustles.